Disclaimer: the following content is pure speculation and nothing said within this video is based off by factual evidence, unless provided explicitly within this video. Greenpoint Conspiracies, Episode 2. Greenpoint Conspiracies is a fan-made series where you can submit your very own evidence to me directly via DMs. Keep in mind that this is not affiliated with my department, Greenpoint Local News, although footage may be shown of that department. Enjoy! Starting off with the first conspiracy, which is no other than the featured conspiracy, which is the masked lamb. Now, what is the masked lamb? The masked lamb is a creature that was sighted by many law enforcement officers, firefighters, EMS, and citizens. It was seen roaming around the city, slaughtering people and massacring people, and when it came into tactical contact with law enforcement officers, it started massacring them as well. Now, we don't know a lot about this creature because we've actually never seen it before. Now, upon closer inspection of this creature, you can resemble some octopus-like tentacles protruding from the top of his torso, but if you take a look at it from another angle, once again, those resemble more like horns, and that's why we called him the masked lamb, because he has lamb horns and he has a mask. Now, is this referencing anything from real life? Is this an SCP, or did the person who spawned this, or put this in the city, rather make this thing whole up? He did everything, or he made it himself. He created it. Now, upon cross-referencing the internet, I roam there a lot. The only feasible thing that I found was this shadow creature from a Japanese movie, a very popular one, mind you. You probably heard of it, you probably haven't, called Spirited Away. Now, what is Spirited Away? Spirited Away, basically, I'm not going to go too much into it, is a little girl who visits a city full of ghosts and ghouls, and it's just an intermixed place full of Japanese culture. Now, this shadow creature is, I can't say he's the antagonist of the animation, although he is seen eating people, but he does resemble the physique of this particular monster, having a white mask and having shadowy black limbs, and yeah, he eats people, so, you know, I think the masked lamb eats people as well. The only thing is that he doesn't have horns, so maybe Police Officer 1221 took inspiration from this, maybe not. Now, moving on to the things that we do know. As seen in this creepy footage right here, we see that the masked lamb actually has a woman's hair on its head. Now, this is very scary because this might mean that the masked lamb has way more power than just killing, sucking people into its mouth and eating it. He may have the possibility to turn into one of your closest friends or one of your family members. Now, I speculate that the last person he ate was a girl who had that hair. In this case, it's a bacon hair girl, and he took on the resemblance of that girl. And when Elio shot at him, he had to go back to his original resemblance because he was damaged, but he kept that hair. Now, this is only speculation, and I have only been on that scene and witnessed it firsthand for a couple of minutes before I got killed as well. As seen in this footage here, we also see some of his powers. Now, his powers seem to be this weird, murky liquid that spurts out from all directions, and it traps people, and it seems that he's picking people up and throwing them around and killing them. Now, what are the origins of this monster? This monster, we do not know where it comes from, probably from hell, and if you don't know what hell is a place where evil people go in Western culture, and it's a symbol of evil. If you were sent to hell, you probably did something very bad. Now, this leads us to the final most important question at hand. Who led this monster here to Greenpoint? What did we do to deserve this? There is no simple answer to this question. In fact, there isn't an answer to this question at all. I believe that this monster came here by itself. I believe that this is because that there are people in this community who aren't acting the best, who are doing things that are wrong, and that is why I believe this monster came here. Now, moving on to the next one. Now, the next one here is fairly interesting because that it is also a monster, but this monster is very well known and has an established lore behind it. Now, this monster at hand is called Siren Head. Now, if you don't know who or what Siren Head is, he is basically a really tall creature that possesses the ability to kill people, and he can blend into the surroundings. For example, he can become a tree or a lamppost. Now, this person is not immune to bullet, but he is indeed very hard to kill, and he is a very big threat to humanity as a whole. Now, this creature is very tall, it's very big, it has long arms, it has a skeletal frame, and instead of a head, it has two sirens. Now, it doesn't shoot. How it kills is that it grabs you and eats you, or it flings you into the stratosphere. Now, we're not sure what his flesh is made out of, or the exact lore of how he exactly came to Greenpoint in the first place, but all we can do is pray that your family and friends are safe, and that one tree in your backyard is not this person disguised as a tree.
Never